Okay, well, let me welcome everyone who's in the room right now. And I'm glad to see so many people are curious and have come by to hear a little bit about quantum computing. This is actually very new for the Open Compute project. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Grossner, and I'm the Chief Innovation Officer at OCP. And one of the things that I'm responsible for is organizing sessions on content that maybe many of the OCP community haven't been exposed to yet, with the intent that we want to bring together a community to start to work on some of the problems that will have to be solved collectively to move quantum computing from, well, it's more than a science project now, but move it from where it is to more of a mainstream market. And so that's part of why I organized it. And for those of you that haven't met the organizing committee, we were lucky enough to get people from Telefonica and from British Telecom, one researcher from the United Kingdom to join us, plus also a couple of industry analysts, Heather West, who's going to be speaking here in a moment from IDC, and Roy Rubenstein from Light Counting, to help us recruit the people, because all the talks today are curated, unlike some of the other sessions where we already have projects running and people are competing for slots. So here we had to curate the slots and make some choices. And you might be wondering what triggered OCP to say now's the time. And what I will tell you is myself, along with Bijan Narouzi, the CTO, we're looking at the development in the market, looking at what's going on with some of the vendors. Are there use cases that people are interested in? Are there systems that are moving forward? We were looking at the roadmap from IBM and the consistent generations of qubit-based machines that were coming forward. And based on my experience, I believe very strongly in the next several years, somewhere less than 5, quantum will definitely be an important force in the marketplace. What we believe also is that when quantum does roll out, it'll roll out in some form of co-located hybrid mode with classical computers, where just like the early floating point processors way back in the day were an adjunct to a classical computer, we'll see something similar here for quantum. And so for that, we want to make sure that the OCP starts to cultivate a community, because it takes us a couple of years to get that going. And so the first thing we did was we assembled the community. And we're looking forward to hopefully having this session now for every one of our events until we get a groundswell, in which case we would look to launch a project in our FTI, Futures Technology Initiative. For those of you that are not familiar with that, that's the place where we start work streams before they're engineering ready to go into a project, but important enough for the community to begin working on. So I think with that, and hopefully next year when we're here, I'll be able to talk about the launch of an FTI workstream. That is the goal of ours, but we'll see if we'll get there. I'd like to invite Heather West to come up. I think Heather's the first speaker, and is going to talk to us a little bit about some of her research at IDC